Because these things may not be expensive, but this one, 500 and 450. See, that's the kind of value that I want to go for. That's, how do you say that? That's like, well, high value stealing, basically. Anything of importance here? 5 gold. Yeah, that's what I go for, high value stealing. Dragon investigation. Current status. Interrogation. Delphine and Ulfric. I think we need to go upstairs a bit as well. Just need to find upstairs. This place is quite complicated. I think we found Ellenwen's bedroom. The safe, what's in there? Quite a bit of gold, orichalcum ingot, ruby, silver and sapphire circlet, and a glass warhammer that I will not use nor sell. Regen potion, sounds good. Unusual gem. Oh, what's this? Gold. Not really interesting. What's this got? That goblet looks really expensive, but it's just 5 gold, so I'm not going to deal with it. What's that? Coluvium brandy, 100. I'll take that. Okay, I think we got everything of slight importance, so I think we're sort of done in this part, and we'll just head over to the next. Just a tiny little thing, because I want to read the stuff that we just got. I might place an annotation or I might not. You can just scroll forward a bit. Books, Dragon Investigation, current status. We anticipate a breakthrough in our efforts to uncover the part. Oh wait, first Emissary Ellenwen, and then I'm going to do this in like a really, you know, the Thalmor kind of English. We anticipate a breakthrough in our efforts to uncover the party or power behind the dragon resurrection phenomenon. An informant has identified a possible lead, whom we have brought back to the embassy for a full interrogation. The subject is obstinate, but by all indications is holding back the information we seek. I have authorized intermediate manual uncoiling. What's that? It doesn't really sound pleasant. I do not expect more will be necessary, unless you feel time presses. I know you prefer to be present for the final questioning. I will inform you immediately when the subject is fully receptive. 2 days should tell the tale. In the meantime, if you wish to audit our technique, your expertise is welcome as always. I have placed the prisoner in the cell closest to your office stairs for your convenience. Rulendil, 3rd Emissary. Dead. Recently deceased. Spelled home. Thalmor dossier. Delphine. Status active. Capture or kill. High priority. Emissary level approval. Description. Female. Britain. Mid-50s. Nutcase. Background. Delphine was a high priority target during the First War, both for operational and political reasons. She was directly involved in several of the most damaging operations carried out by the Blades within the Dominion. She had been identified and was slated for the initial purge, but by bad luck was recalled to the Cyrodiil just before the outbreak of hostilities. During the war, she evaded 3 attempts on her life, in one case killing an entire assassination team. Since then, we have only indirect evidence of her info movements, as she has proven extremely alert to her surveillance. She should be considered very dangerous, and no move against her should be made without overwhelming force and the most careful preparation. Operational notes. She is believed to still be working actively against us within Skyrim, although we have no location on her. Assumed to be working alone, as no other Blades are known to be active in Skyrim, and she has in the past avoided contact with other fugitive Blades for her own security. One of the reasons she has so far evaded elimination. Her continued existence is an affront to all of us. Any information on her whereabouts or activities should be immediately forwarded to the 3rd Emissary, who is now dead. Thalmor dossier Ulfric Stormcloak. Status Asset Uncooperative. Dormant Emissary level approval. Description: Jarl of Windhelm, leader of Stormcloak Rebellion, Imperial Legion veteran. Background: Ulfric first came to our attention during the First War against the Empire, when he was taken as a prisoner of war during the campaign for the White Gold Tower. Under interrogation we learned of his potential value, son of the Jarl of Windhelm, and he was assigned as an asset to the interrogator, who is now First Emissary Elwyn. He was made to believe information obtained during his interrogation was crucial in the capture of the Imperial city. The city had in fact fallen before he had broken, and then allowed to escape. After the war, contact was established and he had proven his worth as an asset. The so-called Markarth incident was particularly valuable from the point of view of our strategic goals in Skyrim, although it resulted in Ulfric becoming generally uncooperative to direct contact. So Ulfric was a pawn of the Thalmor. Operational notes: direct contact remains a possibility under extreme circumstances, but in general the asset should be considered dormant. As long as the Civil War proceeds in its current indecisive fashion, this must have been written a while ago, because it's over. We should remain hands-off. The incident at Helgen is an example where an exception had to be made. Obviously, Ulfric's death would have dramatically increased the chance of an Imperial victory and thus harmed our overall position in Skyrim. Note, the coincidental intervention of the dragon at Helgen is still under scrutiny. The obvious conclusion is that whoever is behind the dragons also has an interest in the continuation of the war, but we should not assume, therefore, that their goals align with our own. A Stormcloak victory is also to be avoided, however, so even indirect aid to the Stormcloaks must be carefully managed. Okay, that was quite a long storytime thingy. But it's a bit of background, and it shows you that, you know, Mr. Ulfric was a bit of a tit, even before this. As if we didn't know. And and also, it also shows, by the way, that the Thalmor are actually hurt by the victory of the Imperials, which is good because we want to hurt them. You are so blind! And you are also very resilient. Anything on you? No, no. I'm not going to do that. Is there anything over here? No, you can wait for a bit. You've been manually uncoiled. Thalmor dossier Esbern. I'm going to read that one as well. If you don't mind, and you can... Well, even if you do mind, I'm going to read it. So, I would say, suck it up. And books. Books. Thalmor dossier Esbern. Status fugitive. There's text in the way. Capture only. Highest priority. Emissary level approval. Description: male, Nord, late 70s. Background: Esbern was one of the Blade's lawmasters prior to the First War against the Empire. He was not a field agent, but is now believed to have been behind some of the most damaging operations carried out by the Blades during the pre-war years, including the Felinesti incident and the breach of the Blue River prison. His file had remained dormant for many years, an inexcusable error on the part of my predecessor, who has been recalled to Eleanor for punishment and re-education. That sounds communistic. In the erroneous belief that he was unlikely to pose a threat due to his advanced age and lack of field experience. A salutary reminder to all operational levels that no Blades agent should be considered low priority for any reason. All are to be found in justice exacted upon them. Operational notes: as we are still in the dark as to the cause and meaning of the return of the dragons, I have made capturing Esbern our top priority, as he is known to be one of the experts in the dragon lore of the Blades. Regrettably, we have yet to match their expertise on the subject of dragons, which was derived from their Akaviri origins and is still far superior to our own, which remains largely theoretical. The archives of Cloud Ruler Temple, which is believed to have been the primary repository of the oldest Blade's lore, were largely destroyed during the siege, and although great effort has been made to reconstruct what was lost, it now appears that most of the records related to dragons were either removed or destroyed prior to our attack. Thus Esbern remains our best opportunity to learn how and why the dragons have returned. It cannot be ruled out that the Blades themselves are somehow connected to the dragon's return. If only they knew. We have recently obtained solid information that Esbern is still alive and hiding somewhere in Riften. Interrogation of a possible eyewitness is ongoing. We must proceed carefully to avoid Esbern becoming alert to his danger. If he is indeed in Riften, he must not be given an opportunity to flee. Okay. I'm going to switch over to the elven bow shots, quick save, and talk to this fella. Hiya!
I told you. I don't know anything else about it.
Don't worry.
What?
Listen up, spy.
Who? What?
You're trapped in
What do
here.
you want then?
We have your accomplice. Surrender immediately.
Yeah.
or both die.
Sure.
Surrender
Okay.
immediately.
Never mind.
Sorry, I'm talking
Come
to
on,
someone. Could
this
you
way.
wait a
I've
bit?
seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere.
Who are you?
Hey, haven't I seen you around the flagon? I never expected to see another guild brother down here.
Somewhere.
They grabbed me in the
Ooh.
rat way. The nerve of these bastards. They need to be taught a lesson.
He knows me.
Whatever you want. But let's go, now.
Awesome.
Mercy!
Oh, wow. I'm on fire. Literally. Don't you dare kill me. Ooh. See, that's the way I like it. Hi, Malborn.
Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it.
Oh yes, it was. Where's our buddy? Wait. I'm going to try something. Ah, there he is. I just lost that guy. I had no idea where he was. He was probably hiding somewhere. Like the thief he is. And that's proper practice as well. That's the way it should be, because, you know, a thief is a thief, and we are not supposed to fight head-on battles. Battles, not battles. What? No, you prick.
Bruce, run!
Did Malborn die? Well, he was right about the he was kind of right about the Thalmor following him for the rest of his life. He was just he miscalculated the amount of time that would take. Oh fuck! Minor. Nope. One potion plentiful healing. See. Well, did you have anything on you? Gold, lockpick. I think he stole a lockpick off me. If so, he deserves to die. Ooh. Thank you indeed. How do I get up there? Ah, there he is. No, R. Oh, that's a shame of Malborn. But then, he was a bit of a stupid tit.
You didn't have to help me.
Just
so
charging
thanks.
into a fucking frost drawer. What was he thinking? Seriously? I can take him because I'm a big bad wood elf with no armor and weapons. I'm going the wrong way. There we go, Riverwood. Hello, Mrs. Nutjob.
I have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's been summoned by the Greybeards? Can the Thune be taught?
Well, now that you're wondering, I can tell you, you're sent to fetch horns of dead people and basically shout around the place.
When you get a spare moment, I could use some water.
Don't you sweet talk me, Alva. Not after
Yes, hello. Now I'm going to have to tell her that Malborn is dead. She's not going to be pleased. Hi, Hadvar.
You're still alive.
Of course I am.
Stay sharp.
Don't you have anything to
Like
say about, you know, us winning the war and stuff? Yeah, that's a bit, that's stupid, I guess. I mean, it would have
We
been
got
awesome if
rooms
he
and food,
was, you know,
drink
saying
too.
like,
I cook.
if he would
Ain't
say
much
stuff
else to
like,
tell.
yes, congratulations on the victory. What are you going to do now that the
Made
war
it
is
all
over?
alive, at least.
And stuff. It would be nice
You're
if
safe
he
in my
actually
room,
said
as
stuff like that.
promised.
But yeah, he
Did you
he
learn
doesn't.
anything useful?
The Thalmor, they know nothing.
Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that?
Yeah. Why'd you send me otherwise?
You're right. I was sure it must have been them. If not the Thalmor, who? Or what?
I need some more ale.
The Thalmor was looking for some
Esbern?
old dude called
He's
Esbern.
alive?
Besides, you still
I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago.
I'll find
That
some
crazy
you
old
always
man.
do.
Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons.
What would they want?
You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Ask around the Ragged Flagon in the Ratway. It's at least a good starting point. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what
Why, I was banging that young chick called Delphine, of course. Yes, bye-bye. I can so imagine Esbern being like a total ladies' man. So, what's my, carry weight like? Ah, that's good enough, I guess.
Do you need something?
It's not optimal, but it's okay. I think I'm going to go and head to Riften immediately and just head for Esbern because, well, he's a nice enough chap. And I might actually pick up that new quest for the Thieves Guild as well. Oh, I can actually go to the Thieves Guild immediately. Now that is an example, that's an advantage of joining the Thieves Guild before you get to this main quest.